Okay, what if I told you the way we all picture our companies, the classic org chart, is completely upside down? We're going to dig into this one simple idea that could totally flip everything you think you know about leadership and where the real power in an organization actually comes from.
Right off the bat, I know what you're thinking. That sounds wrong. It's completely counterintuitive. But just hang with me here for a second. If your team doesn't work for you, then what's going on? What is that relationship really?
And boom, there it is. The flip. That one little sentence, man, it packs such a huge mindset shift inside it. So let's unpack this. Let's see what it really looks like to put this idea into action, in the real world, day to day.
All right, so to really get where we're going with this, we've got to start with where most of us are right now. We're talking about a structure that's so common, so baked into our thinking, we barely even see it anymore. Yep, we've all seen this one, right? The classic pyramid. You know the drill. The CEO's at the top, decisions flow down, power is all concentrated up there, and the team's at the bottom. Well, they just execute. It looks so neat and tidy on paper. But does it actually work?
And that question right there, that gets to the absolute heart of the problem with the whole pyramid model. It's built on a totally flawed idea of what a leader's job even is.
See, this is the core misconception, right? That leading is just commanding, having people you're in charge of, moving them around like they're just pieces on a chessboard. But here's the thing, people are not pawns. Real leadership isn't about control. It's about creating the right environment for people to succeed.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Just think about it for a second. When a team member runs into a serious problem, like a real wall they just can't get past on their own, who actually has the power, the tools, the big picture view to fix it? Is it them? Or is it you?
Yeah, you do. As the leader, you're the one with the unique perspective, the authority, the power to remove those huge obstacles. And that means your real job isn't to be served by the team, it's to serve the team. Your job is to clear the path so they can do their best work. That's it. Okay, so if the old pyramid model is broken, what's the fix? What's the alternative? Well, let's see what happens when we literally, physically flip the chart. And here it is, the inverted org chart. Suddenly, the teams, the people actually doing the work, they're at the top, right where the action is. And the leader, you're at the bottom. You're the base. You're the foundation holding the whole thing up. Your job is no longer to be a point of control, it's to be a base of support. I mean, this changes your entire function, your whole orientation. You're not looking down from above anymore. Now, you're pushing up from below. You go from being a manager just watching things happen to being the engine that's actually driving the team forward. And with that, your whole purpose shifts too. Your goal isn't control anymore, it's enablement. Think about it. You stop being the puppeteer trying to pull all the strings, and you become more like a stagehand, making sure the lights are right, the props are in place, everything's set up so your team can absolutely crush their performance.
Okay, I get it. This all sounds great in theory, right? It's a nice idea. But what actually happens when you lead this way? What are the real results? Well, it's not just about getting more stuff done. It literally changes the entire culture of a team. So when you become that support system, a few amazing things get activated. First, you get trust. For real. Your team knows they can come to you with problems and you'll help, not judge them. Second, you get speed. Why? Because people aren't afraid to say, hey, I'm stuck, so problems get solved way faster. And third, you get shared responsibility. A problem for one person is no longer their problem alone. It becomes a challenge the whole team tackles together, with you backing them up.
Now, this whole thing can feel like a pretty big philosophical shift, and you might be wondering, okay, where do I even begin? Well, believe it or not, it can all start with one tiny change to a single question. A question you probably ask all the time.
Just listen to the difference here. Instead of asking, why didn't you solve it? Which is all about blame, right? It's looking backwards, it creates fear. Instead, you ask, what do you need from me to solve it? See that? That second question is a partnership. It's a helping hand. It says, I'm on your team, not I'm your judge. And look, this is not an exaggeration. Changing that one little phrase can literally change a culture.
It fundamentally rewires the entire dynamic of your team, replacing that fear with real collaboration.
All right, let's bring this all home. When you get right down to it, this whole thing boils down to a fundamental choice. It's a choice every single leader makes, whether they realize they're making it or not. And this really lays out the two paths so clearly, doesn't it? Your role is not to climb the pyramid. It's to sustain it. It's not to control your team, it's to enable them. And it's definitely not about being served. It's about serving.
So that's the final question we'll leave you with. Is your leadership built on power, or is it built on support? Think about your team right now. When a problem comes up, is it treated like a weakness that needs to be hidden? Or is it seen as an opportunity for everyone to move forward together? Because how you answer that, well, that reveals everything about the kind of leader you really are.